Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your mid-month of June 2021 reading. We're going to be looking and exploring what we learned in the all signs reading just last week. And there were 3 cards that came up for the collective, and I want to go ahead and just move right into what that is and what it means, since we're inside of the eclipse energy right now and coupled with the Mercury retrograde. So we're going to look into your energy, the sun, moon, and rising signs. Energies can be reversed, so cross watchers, if you're reading this or you're watching this and you're like, hey, that sounds like me, not Scorpio, then it's probably that way. So make sure you assign the roles accordingly. If this reading does not resonate with you, stick around because there's something in the reading that you need to hear. These messages are timeless. If you're brought to this reading, this channel, there's something in it for you, whether it's today or in the future. If this reading does not resonate with you, it just means I'm not picking up on your specific energy at this time. That happens to me sometimes too. I go to my favorite readers and they're not reading my energy. I go, okay, and I just come back later. It's not even a big deal. It happens. Because we're reading for the collective, so we're trying to read for as many Scorpios as possible. And remember, you're not just a Scorpio. You're your sun, moon, rising, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, all of it. If you want to know what that is, that's in the description box down below. You can go to a free site that could give you the entire spread of what you are. And then you can watch all the other videos as well that pertain to the different windows of your soul. If you want a reading that is longer than this one, it's the full June reading. That is also in the description box down below, where you can learn what essential oils, what crystals, and we can release some trapped emotions for the month of June. Also talks a lot about Mercury retrograde and what that is if you don't know anything about that. All right, so we're going to dive into the new romantic cycle because that's what came in for all of us. If you're not here for love, don't worry. You can always listen to the messages and translate that into whatever's happening into your life, whether it's love or not. You could talk about career, however you need to do it. It's totally okay. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. All right, here we go. I want to thank you for all your likes, your subscribes, your donations. The donation link is in the description box down below. For those of you who are new here, we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe, if you would become a part of our community. I like comments, and I like when people text and call me, those people who have my number. And what else? Let's get right into it, Scorpio. I'm only accepting the highest and best truth for Scorpio collective, highest and best good, bringing forth the most accurate answers. And we are looking for the new romantic cycle for Scorpio. We're looking for the past, present, the hidden, the advice, and the outcome. 1 card each. If I need to clarify, then I will. Otherwise, let's just start with what we have. All right. Oh. Okay. Scorpio collective. Okay. Overall energy. Okay, Scorpio, so what came about for all of us is that we are all, every single person that you know, is going through this new romantic cycle, and it looks like separation with passion and could be the one. So let's talk about that. Separation, there's 3 ways you can be separated from someone. You can be separated physically, like you're not physically near that person. You could be in a relationship and separated emotionally with somebody, and you can also be separated like you never even met the person. So there's 3 different ways you can be in separation. Whatever this is when this comes together, it's going to be really passionate. It's going to ignite the passion within your body and within your soul. And then this could be the one, right? The one. So the overall energy for you, for Scorpio, for the collective, is actually strength, the strength card. So this is saying, the infinity sign over her head is saying that whoever this is, you've been involved with this person over and over and over for many, many lifetimes. This isn't the first one. And either this person tames you or you tame them, really. So she's taming that tiger. You know, she's having a lot of strength to tame this crazy tiger, right? This fiery tiger. So, okay, so let's talk about what's going on. So in the past, the relationship that we're talking about right now is one where you felt pretty guarded about it. You kind of guarded your heart, and you know, you you had some spiritual insight and you felt like you were balanced in the ground, but this is a miser. This is someone who holds on to something. This is someone who's like not willing to like open up and open themselves up completely because they have learned to kind of close themselves down in different ways. So some ways that we do it is we joke, you know, we try to be funny. Other ways is we're rude. So we try to like push people away because we're rude or something like that. And this isn't necessarily pushing people away. It's just not letting people in. So whatever this relationship was, it was one that like you wanted to be able to let this person in, but you felt like you just couldn't. Like you really felt like you needed to guard yourself. You needed to protect yourself. This is protecting your pentacles, you know, protecting, you know, your ground that you walk on, and protecting your head and not letting people get in your head, you know, things of that sort. So this could be because of abuse. It could be like maybe you were abused, and so you came into this world guarding who you are. Not really wanting to open up to anyone, because if they found out who you really were, they wouldn't like you, or you know, they would see me like my mother or father does, or something like that. So there's a lot of fear, although you wanted this relationship to be really beautiful and you felt like it could be. It's just there was a lot of fear, okay, around it, not because of the person, but because of where you came from. And so that made you just kind of just be fearful of any relationship, I guess you could say. Like you just didn't feel like you could fully open up completely. So what's happening in the present is now there is someone else either involved, either the person you're thinking about is married, or this could be someone like another person, like you're like two people. Like maybe there's two people checking you out, or two people coming in for this romantic cycle for you. But whatever it is that there's something else. There's someone else that's now coming into the picture, into this relationship somehow, somewhere. And this is also a card of celebration. So some of you guys who don't have that issue going on, you could be celebrating. Maybe you're celebrating the fact that you're not as guarded. So maybe the relationship wasn't as open as you wanted it to be when it first started in the past, and maybe now you are, because I'm hearing two different scenarios, right? I'm hearing, on one hand, there's a lot of you guys who have a third party coming in, and it's going to transform this relationship in a way. Maybe it's going to transform the relationship where you guys can actually see how much you do love each other, or maybe there's two people interested. It's kind of that type of thing. And then I'm hearing on the other side of that coin is that there are some Scorpios who are now starting to learn how to open themselves up, and they're able to celebrate that opening up, and they're able to really, like, you know, cheers to that, you know. And I'm hearing like even so far as some Scorpios couldn't get really open in their sexual experience, so they weren't having very connected sexual experiences, they were just kind of experiences. Maybe they couldn't connect, so that they were moving into porn or something of that sort, because they just couldn't connect with their partner because it was too scary. A lot of times people think that pornography is a horrible like addiction thing, and it can be, but I think most of the time it's a connection issue. The person it's easier just to go to the computer and get what they need, opposed to having to face another human being to get what they need. It's just easier. It's a wham bam, thank you ma'am, it's done, it's over. There's no emotions involved, there's no guilt and shame, there's no me trying to please you, no judgment, any of that stuff. And so that's very interesting, because that could be that now this person has let that go, and they're able to open up and be in a real connected sexual experience, which is really, really beautiful and really nice. And so that could be a celebration right there. So I'm hearing two different scenarios right there, where one, they got people coming in, and the other one is now they've opened up and they can celebrate how open they can be. So it's very interesting, is that connected orgasmic experience is how you actually connect to heaven. And when you do that by yourself, you're leaving out that extra component of the masculine, feminine. Doesn't matter if it's partner, woman, man, it doesn't matter. There's a component of actual touching and connection that makes that experience heavenly and so much bigger. And the orgasmic experience is actually a piece of heaven that God left to all of us so that we could remember how wonderful heaven is. And so if you have that by yourself, then you're missing such a big component of where you can have it with someone else and have this deep spiritual kind of coming together type of thing. It's very interesting. So that's why it's funny that they're kind of bringing it up in that way for you guys. But that's basically, so I'm hearing like lots of open, beautiful, like, thank God experiences. You know what I mean? Thank God that happened. That was awesome. You know what I mean? That's wonderful. Okay, so what is hidden is, so normally this is when you lay down your sword, okay? But what I'm saying here is, look at when you turn it this way, the swords can't touch this person anymore. So that's what's the hidden message, is that whatever used to, so imagine if those swords dropped on that person, how painful that would be. And it would almost be like the Three of Swords cards, which is deep pain, you know, of your heart and like horrible stuff, right? And so what they're showing me is, like, when you tip it this way, those swords have no effect on the person laying up here because of gravity. Those swords would have to fall down opposed to go into the person. So what I'm hearing is, if there is a threesome party or a party of three or something like that, somebody coming in, I'm hearing that that's going to raise the self-esteem. Either way, I'm hearing that this card is raising the self-esteem of the person. So the person who is really, really guarded is going to get this like self-esteem boost, which they haven't felt in a long time, or sometimes never felt. But I feel like instead of having those swords being able to hurt them, they're invincible. They have such high self-esteem, and it's beautiful, right? So that's nice. That's going to be really nice. The advice is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is to be more sociable, you know what I mean? Be more empathetic. Like, stop trying to control everything. Control your feelings a little bit better. If you're going to control anything, make sure they're yourself and they're your feelings. Like, this is an ideal romantic partner. Be that. Try to open up and spend time with your partner. Spend time processing your feelings. Follow your intuition. Follow your heart. Give your cup of love. Even if it's a half a cup of love, give your cup of love. It doesn't just give what you can, so that you can have this experience. You know, you can have this connected experience. You could stop guarding yourself. You'll have practice. You have to have practice with people. We practice with each other. We have relationships so that we can practice. So what they're saying is practice. Practice, like, see yourself being very sensual and sexual, and see yourself as being that, and really kind of stop guarding your heart and just move into it. This romantic cycle for you is going to be very, very, and I haven't read this for any of the other signs, but yours is going to be very passionate in a sexual way. And that's going to be really nice, because that's just nice, right? So the Knight of Wands is, the outcome of this whole thing is the Knight of Wands, which means events are going to start to speed up for you. All the blocks that you felt in your life are going to become lifted, because you're going to feel really good. You're going to have a lot of self-esteem. You're going to feel really awesome. You're going to feel really awesome. You're going to feel like taking action. You're going to feel like writing, and you're going to feel like traveling. And you're just like, when you feel sexually fulfilled in this way, where you're not having to rely on anything else but, you know, I wouldn't say yourself, but your partner, right? Because I'm feeling like this person never relied on their partner. They just did what they needed to do for themselves so that they can get what they needed, and they just didn't believe that they could have that type of connection. But once you realize that you can have that connection, you know, it's like it opens up so many doors for you, because you feel so good about yourself. You start to feel really confident about who you are. So it seems to me like maybe, and not all of you guys, but I'm hearing that some of you guys maybe had some experiences when you were younger sexually that really hurt you. And it made you feel like you were inadequate, or you weren't enough, or you couldn't fulfill someone, or you couldn't be that other part of the orgasmic experience. And that's not true. that was just something that happened. Maybe you were young, or maybe you just didn't have a good connection with the person that you first started out with. I mean, we don't really know what happened or why it happened, but whatever it is, it guarded you so much and you weren't able to open up, and it was really hurtful. But I feel like it's all going to be lifted. You're going to feel really good. You're going to feel ambitious and fired up, and you're going to feel like taking action. And I really feel like you're going to have the feeling maybe that you never had before, where, you know, no more talk about it. It's more, I can actually touch my person, right? No more just like, so what do you think? Like, now? You know what I mean? Like, it won't be like that. It will literally be a lot more passionate, a lot more like, touch. I'm hearing touching and feeling and kissing, and a lot more of that type of stuff, which you probably haven't had in that way before. And it's going to open you up so much. It's going to feel really, really good. And that's really beautiful. My husband has some Scorpio in his chart, so let's bring that on. Bring it on. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get it on. No, I'm just kidding. I want to actually maybe expand upon this a little bit more. The self-esteem. I'm hearing that. Let's expand upon self-esteem a little bit. Let's see what comes out for that and what we can hear. Is that Sagittarius and Scorpio? A little bit of Cancer. So, all right, let's see what we got. Well, this card wanted to pop out, so I'll just leave it. All right, what else we got? Let's talk about their self-esteem, please. The Scorpio's self-esteem. For whatever hurt them. Let's see where we're at. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, so Scorpio, I'm hearing that you're going to get a transformation in your self-esteem. You're going to feel a lot better about yourself. I know you've been feeling really stuck in that area. You've been feeling like you just can't really move forward. You're wanting good sex. You're wanting good health. You're wanting all this good stuff that, like, that sexual passionate experience opens so many doors, and I think that you know that instinctively, and you really want that. You want to be more affectionate, you want to be more generous in bed, and you want to be more just good at it, you know what I mean, in a good way. I'm not that you're not good at it already, but you want it to be more, like you want to expand it even more. I want it to be even more. You know, I want it to be like I see it on the movies. I want it to be like that, where, like, you know, you open the door and it's like, bah, you know, they're like kissing and they're hugging and they're like, can't wait to take each other's clothes off. That's what you're saying. Like, I want it to be that passionate. I want it to be good. And very, very cool. And then the Page of Pentacles means that your talent is really going to shine in this area. Like, you're going to start to feel so good about yourself. It's like you are going to shine, you know, like, for women, the stripper is going to come out of you, you know what I mean? And for men, like, you're going to really be, like, pleasing your woman. It's going to be really good. It's going to make you feel really good. You're going to feel amazing. You will succeed in this. You will have reward. You will have the new opportunity in this romantic relationship, this teamwork. You're going to feel like it's not like just them taking care of me. I'm taking care of them too. And when I take care of them, they're like so pleased. And it really raises your vibration and makes you feel really good about yourself when you're pleasing your partner. And I'm saying this right here. This is how you're going to feel. You're going to feel like the Queen of Pentacles. That is the most happiness in the world. And it's happiness based on the orgasmic experience. And that's really beautiful. That's really cool. Like, everybody's going to want a Scorpio reading, because I haven't read about that at all in any of the other readings. Let's see what your person is thinking about you, Scorpio. Well, because of this reading, they're probably thinking, like, I can't wait to get with Scorpio. You know what I mean? Any crosswalkers, you're like, oh, yes. So great. I can't wait. So Scorpio's going to be on fire. That's awesome. I love it. I can't wait for you cross-watchers either. I can't wait for myself. I got a Scorpio in my life. Just kidding. It sounds very fun. All right, let's see what your person's thinking about you, Scorpio. Ready? Oh, okay. All right, it says you are my treasure. Yeah, after you start creating orgasm in this person, you definitely will be their treasure. I'm like blushing. I don't even know you. I believe you. They believe in you. They know that you can be this partner for them. They know it, you know. They know that you've been holding back. They know that you've been guarding yourself, and they cannot wait for you to start like opening up and really just like letting them have it. That's awesome, dude. Like, let them have it, you know. You feel like a warm home to me. I bet you do. Sorry. You're so dirty, Scorpio. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have had sleepless nights caught between confusion and pain. Dude, this is what you're doing to this person orgasmically. Like, they don't even know what to think anymore. They're like, I can't keep my hands off Scorpio anymore. Oh my gosh. And then not only that, give me more time. I'm not good enough for you. That is so dirty. So, yeah, now this person's going to start feeling like I need to up my game because Scorpio has upped their game in the bedroom, and now I need to up my game in the bedroom. Give me a little bit more time. I need to go read some books on how to, like, you know, get that G spot or get that spot for you, right? Oh my gosh, you guys are so crazy. That is awesome. Well, Scorpio, that was the hottest reading I think I've done so far. It's like making me blush. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. And I can't wait for your Scorpion experiences. You guys have a great rest of the month. I might be doing energy updates soon, so I will see you when I do. Bye.